I'm going to do a series of 3 videos, and this is video number 1, which is my black handbag collection. Hi everybody, thank you so much for joining me. I think the stain on my t-shirt has now gone. So yeah, basically, excuse the state of me, but I have been landscape gardening. So from city worker, I've got the week off, not been skiving off work, I've had the week off as annual leave, and I just thought rather than rest, why not re-landscape the front garden? I'm part way through, it looks worse than it did before I started, we'll see, but just keep on going, keep on digging, keep on, yeah, I'm currently hedge removing. So muscles are reminding themselves they exist. Anyway, so we're sort of clean, hopefully not too grubby, but yeah, we're not dressed up and we're knackered. But I thought today I would film the first of a series of videos looking at my handbag collection in kind of categories and talking about colour particularly, or lack thereof. So I'm going to do a series of 3 videos. And this is video number 1, which is my black handbag collection. Then we'll also do my colour collection, which I'm probably the most excited about filming, and also my neutral collection. I think I'm going to exclude my monogram, my Louis Vuitton monogram pieces, because I've done a whole Louis Vuitton collection, and I just think that it just feels like it would be a bit boring, and that monogram will probably take over that neutral category. So that's the plan. There's no shortage of Louis Vuitton content here, let's face it. So today is my black handbag collection. Oh, if you haven't already, would love it if you would hit that subscribe button. And if you like the video, then a like, that, you know, thumbs up would help, thank you. It just helps with all the YouTube algorithms, and like I say, I've been doing this a long time now and my channel's still small, and I'd like it to just grow a little bit. Or even just when it's like, I think when you put a lot of effort into videos, it's just nice to know that people actually watch it. And for no more reason than that. So I have got a total of 7 handbags to go through with you. And the order I'm going to do this in is small to large. Basically as much thought as that. We've got a mixture of brands. We've got 1, 2, 3, 5 brands. Can I count? Oh, who knows if these numbers are going to add up. Anyway, so the smallest bag I have is this one. So this is my Chanel Wok, or my Chanel wallet on chain. Mine is in a seasonal caviar. It's just a tiny bit finer grain, and it's got champagne gold hardware. It looks quite silver on camera, but it's actually champagne gold, which is great because it just means it can merge in with whatever I'm wearing. That was one of the reasons I went for this one. And also this particular caviar, it just looked a bit more glossy, and so therefore looked a little bit more black than traditional caviar. The classic caviar, in my opinion, can, if you look at it against a lambskin bag, it can look a bit almost washed out. I think it's just the way that the light hits it, or I don't know if it's the way that it absorbs the black dye, but anyway, I always find that a black lambskin bag looks blacker than a black caviar bag. This caviar looked a bit more black, so less black than lamb, but more black than traditional caviar basically. And I just thought that was nicer because of the type of bag that it is. It does lend itself to being an event bag. I don't own many bags that I could use for an event. And the reason for that is I don't have many events to go to, so therefore I don't need many bags. So for this, I went for classic black in the wallet on chain because I thought that way I'm maximising my opportunity. Now, whilst I have more coloured bags, I think, in my collection, I do think that there is a place for a black bag in a handbag collection, because I think sometimes you just need a black bag depending on what outfit you're going with. I mean, I often do my outfits around the bag I want to use, but for those normal people that get ready and then decide what handbag will go best with the outfit, a black bag is great. So this is my Chanel wallet on chain. If I show you inside, classic, mine's the newer one, so it's got the newer zip, it hasn't got a zip pull, it's got a hardware zip, magnetic closure, it's all caviar, got the pointless pocket there, that's what we call it, front slip pocket there, which is really useful, zip section so you can just use it as a purse because it is a wallet on chain. And if I take the chain out, which is not removable and is too long for me, but anyway, then inside you can see this gorgeous cotton burgundy lining, and I have my wok saver just in the bottom there. I'll put a link to that below. It just holds the bag open that bit more, means you can fit more in. You can also get them with sides, and I have one of those as well, which holds the bag open. Let's get the chain out of the way. It holds the bag sort of more open like that. It just helps you to maximise the space. I quite like having the one at the bottom because I feel it opens the bag up, but then also if I've got less in, it means it will then also go closer. So yeah, really useful bag. You can fit quite a lot in this, so you can use this, you know, I found this is great for any city breaks. It's great for travel if you want to have like more in a bigger bag or a hold-all, but you just want your like items like, you know, your money and your wallet and your passport and your phone close to you. Perfect. That pocket there, perfect size for a passport. It just slips in lovely, so it's easy to get in and out of, but it's also really secure. So I absolutely love this. It's my most, I think it's probably about my most used Chanel bag that I own. It's great, and I've had it, I bought this at the end of 2019 and for £1,920. What are they now? Nearly 1,000 more. Shocking. But yeah, it's a great bag, so I do recommend it. They are quite pricey now, as is all Chanel though, so do recommend it. That's bag number one. Bag number two, it's a whole lot cheaper. I bought this. This is actually a piece of uniform. So this is a Louis Vuitton uniform. It's basically a PALLAS crossbody bag, front pocket which does fit a phone in if you want easy access. I bought this basically for like the easy commute to work. If I've got a bigger bag for my laptop and I just want a couple of essentials, the weather may not be great, I'm not too precious over this. I got this fairly decent price. It's really handy, it's comfortable to wear, it's soft, you've got nice security in terms of this lovely silver hardware zip closure there. It fits, like I say, I can put essentials in there, you know, a bit of makeup, because obviously it's my first essential. Not today, I know. But yeah, a bit of makeup, a phone, wallet, you know, my travel pass, which I normally put in the little front section. I'll put the phone in the zip, but my travel pass in the front, because no one's going to steal that, it's worthless. And yeah. So that's that piece. It's super handy. Again, this will make a good city break bag as well because it's not too in your face. Yes, it's Louis Vuitton, but it's black and it's, you know, it's on Pont though. It's black and it's embossed. It's not, you know, it's not got a load of sort of gaudy hardware. It's quite, it's subtle as my designer items go. So I think it's quite good for a city break as well, and it's just very comfortable on the body. Right, also I think that looking at the collection here that you can't see, that's just on the desk here, it also looks quite classic, and I think that's, I feel like, you know, black is quite a classic handbag colour, and I seem to have gone for quite classic styles in the classic colour. My point, and I'll show you what I mean by the leather. So this is, oh, that's the Louis Vuitton deciding to take a dive off the desk onto the floor. It's alright, darling. So you can see here what I mean by they're both black bags. This looks blacker. So lambskin, caviar. So this is, make sure I don't drop this one. This is my Chanel, I could just call it the classic flap now. It used to be called the medium/large. So this is the medium classic Chanel double flat bag with gold hardware, and as I said, mine is in the lamb. Again, same pocket on the back as the wallet on chain. Open her up. This does hold more than the wallet on chain, if you want it to. We've then got the second flap here, which is poppered now for storage, so it didn't go into anything. I've just got it stored with a little bit of air paper there. So yeah, pockets inside, burgundy lining, bit of hair for good measure, so that's obviously gone in there at some point. So yeah, it's, oh, this pocket, in this bag, this pocket is even more pointless. All that happens is this zip just serves to dent this leather. Mine isn't too bad because I always make sure I store it with felt to try and stop that. But even then it's not stopped completely, and also obviously it's going to do it when you wear it. You're not going to wear and use the bag with felt stuffed there. The only way to stop it would be to remove it, but then you're damaging the bag and making a pocket that you can't use anyway, a pocket that you can't use. You can tell how I feel about the pointless pocket. So yeah, so we have a pointless, annoying flap. Honestly, I would just cut it off there and get rid of that pocket, and then it's amazing. This front bit I love, and quite often, especially if I'm using a thinner case than this silicone case, but quite often I will pop my phone in there as well, and yeah, all my essentials will fit in the main, get that out, all my essentials will fit in the main section. The other criticism of this bag, so that you are aware, for those of you looking at it, because apart from the downside of the price they are now, one of the criticisms is the chain length. If I have this on its longest, now if I do it on the long setting, I always like to have the chain at the front. Don't know if it matters, but I move backwards. I will show you. I can wear this crossbody. It's a little high. I'm only 5'3" and a smidge. It is a little high, as you can see. But I think that's perfectly wearable. And I quite like a slightly higher crossbody. I don't like my crossbodies too low and swingy. And this is an unaltered chain length. I haven't had this changed. I know some people, Amelia Rose's closet over there, Amelia talks a lot about that. I used to dig her out, and she has had that done. She's into the leather surgeon, so she has had hers done, and it's made the world of difference to her. I'm not going to do it. I don't have any plans to. The amount that I would add would be like, so it's really not worth it for me. I would also wear a crossbody over a coat as well. If you're wearing a really thick coat, that might be too long, but then you can wear it longer on the shoulder, or then just double it up and have it on the shoulder. And again, I find that a nice, I'm more than happy with that as a length. So yeah, the chain strap on this works for me. The jumbo does not. Hate the Chanel jumbo. People may find that weird given the next bag I'm about to show you. So like the medium size, hate the jumbo, but love the MAXI. So this is in black lambskin, and hold that thought 1 second. Right, I've sealed this up to show you something. So this is the Chanel MAXI in lambskin in silver, single flap. So lighter, holds a lot more, flexible, easy to get in and out of. Now what have I just added in here? It's a laptop. So this is my husband's Dell laptop. It's, as you can see, it's not a massive laptop, but it does fit into the MAXI bag fairly easily. So if you have a fairly small laptop and you're interested in this bag, then it does fit in as an added extra. So the features of this: one great big gaping hole, suitable for transporting potatoes in, should you so wish, as I have done so on my way home from work once. Big wide slip pocket, and then a zip pocket as well. Mine was made in France. Some people care about that. And yeah, the chain length on this is again good. A little bit longer than the medium. But again, I think that's a really nice way to wear it. If I crossbody it, it is a little, see, this is what I mean, this is a little long and swingy for me, but a darn sight shorter than the jumbo. The other way you could do is do a bit like the Gabrielle bag, and you can do sort of crossbody on one shoulder and then just over there on another. So that's another way of wearing it if you want a bit of extra security from a crossbody effect. So I love this bag. I bought this pre-loved, and the other, my classic I bought, sorry, in case anyone's interested, I bought this direct from boutique. I got this from Harrods, nearly bought a trendy. Glad I went with this in the end, and I paid £3,990. There's a lot of talk, I know, in consideration of Chanel prices at the moment. I wouldn't pay today's price for it, if I'm really honest, I wouldn't. But I know it's easy for me to say that holding it. So yeah, but definitely if you're interested in the bag, then I think definitely check out the pre-loved market. You can still pick these up, and I mean good ones, for about the 5,000 mark. You might be able to get a not quite so good for 4,000 mark. So, but still decent. I don't mean like sheds. I mean good bags. So definitely do check out the pre-loved market. Is my advice. Or if you want to and you want to go new and that you are happy spending that money brand new, then great, go for it, do it. For me, and how much I love and use the bag is too much. I don't use that bag very much, which is why mine looks practically new. This I've used a lot more. I think it just has fitted with my lifestyle a lot more, in that I can just put loads in it, basically. The pocket on the back is also massive, so I can put my phone in that. I wouldn't do it in anything smaller than this, and I wouldn't do it with a very bulky case, and I wouldn't put anything else in there. Typically though, I just put my travel pass in there. So yeah, so that's my other black bag. Right, are you ready for something special? So here we have, not dropping her, here we have what I think is just one of the archetypal Hermes bags. This is my Hermes Kelly. She's a 32, Cellier, stitching on the outside, in black box leather. I'm filming completely, I say natural light, it's about 7:10 in the evening, but I've got a window just the other side of the camera. So this is just natural light and no sunlight. Look at the glisten on that. This stunning box leather and gold hardware. This is a bag that I love to look at. This is the bag that I do use carefully though. I must admit, I don't relax when I use her. I think I almost need to use her more and get her a bit bashed up and then relax. Like with the Chanel Maxi, it was fairly well, not really much damage at all, but fairly well worn in when I bought her, and I think that's what made the difference. This I got at a bargain. I bought this pre-loved. She has a slight, it's faded since I've had her actually. There is a slight indentation on the back there, which I think was just from storage from a previous owner. Not the lady I bought it from, it was there before. So yeah, it is actually, I think, slowly dropping out, which is amazing because I haven't done anything with it. I'd be too scared. So yeah, it's just beautiful. It's gorgeous, stunning leather. But I think this is the bag that will get corner wear if I use too much and not carefully enough. At the moment they're perfect, but because of the Cellier shape, they are quite exposed. It's a 32, so it's a fairly bigger bag as well. It's not the most user-friendly of bags. I think it's stunning. I think that this, with any sort of workwear outfit, if you want to be a bit more edgy in London with like trainers and a trench, I think this looks amazing. I think you can really style it up to be fashionable and edgy, or you can style it up to be a bit more classic and workwear, or you could have it a bit more granny-ish. Some people say these look like granny bags. I don't care, I love it. But that's what makes us great. We all love different things. So it's not the most user-friendly. When you open it up, it creaks. These are stiff, just flat like that. And then to get in and out of, it's quite stiff. It's a quite stiff bag. Inside, this has got the black shoulder strap that comes with her, and then I've just got the 7RP in broom inside, and her rain cover, just to keep her nice and structured. That helps. It's nice having the insert, and they're great inserts, 7RP ones. I'm no longer a brand ambassador, but I stand by the product still. They're a lovely product. They're not cheap, but they're a lovely product. But it makes the most of the pockets. Otherwise, you've just got. I'm going to show you, and I'm determined not to drop or scratch the bag this time. You have 2 slip pockets there, and then on the back a zip pocket, and then that is it. So yeah, it's a wonderful bag. The strap length for me is good. It comes with an 85cm strap, which for me again is long enough to do crossbody. It's a beautiful bag. I think I'm not selling her, by the way. In case I seem overly negative, I'm not. I'm just scared of her. But I didn't pay a stupid amount of money for this. I paid less than £6,000 for this, and she's a stunning example. And being a later one, she got this. I think mine's from 2006. I need to check the stamp. But yeah, the extra hook there for the shoulder strap, which was what I really wanted when I was buying. I was looking for this bag. I would have settled for 28 either. I was 32 or 28, but everything else I wanted to be these, this specification. And yeah, she's a truly classic bag, and I think one that I'll have for years to come, and I won't. Let me have a guitar of this. Right, now we've got 2 more bags, which aren't. I put them in the black section. I mean, there's a lot of black on here. It is a bit multicoloured, but I thought the predominant colour was black and the handles were all black, so I thought that is the lead colour. They've got to go in one category. It definitely wasn't neutral. Yeah, and the other colours aren't too much. It's got this black with a few different shades of grey, and these flowers all embroidered. So this is my DIOR book tote, and this was the size small when I bought it, but it's now medium. So this is a medium book tote. Typically wear it in the crook of my arm or handheld. I can put it on the shoulder. But if you've got a lot in, if you do fit it and you've got a lot in, then that does make it a bit uncomfortable and a bit boxy. It's a great bag. I use this mainly, actually I do use this for shopping, as a shopping bag, because your goods just do stand up really nicely inside, so that's what I tend to use her for. Gorgeous bag, used a fair deal. I have also used to go to work with, does fit the laptop. Quite lightweight, not much to her. I mean, inside I've got a organiser. Other than that, it is literally just this canvas. It's unfinished inside. Not like Chanel Deauville that has like at least a bit of finishing and a zip. This is completely unfinished, but I think that's also part of the appeal, the simplicity, and partly why it's so good. Not too much to say about that one. And then this one, final bag. Again, I think it's predominantly black, and this is my GOYARD Artois MM tote. I think this is far superior to the St. Louis. It's my opinion. Some people disagree, and great, do. Because predominantly one of the things about the St. Louis is that the corners wear, and this has this leather section, so it really does protect that. The canvas, you can see, I mean, it's just, yes, I've got a bag insert, but the canvas is just thick. I think it's more, I don't know if the lining on this is more, but also I wanted this, I wanted a top zip. I wanted something that was different to my monogram Neverfull. I wanted something that was similar in function because of how much I've used the Neverfull, but different, otherwise what's the point? And one of the things for the Neverfull is if it's absolutely peeing down with rain, and I was using my Neverfull for work, my laptop was getting wet. and you know, as we know, water and electrical items don't mix well. So I thought this would be great. Got the zip, stuff will be protected. You can see inside I have my Zumoni bag organiser there. Zumoni are great. I bought this myself as a customer. I do work with Zumoni, but I did buy this as a customer. And I have a discount code for you actually, which is Jojo Lux, and that will give you 20% off anything from Zumoni. And they're great. You can sort of do bespoke customisation. I talk about them a lot on this channel. I'm genuinely a fan. I was a customer before I worked with them, and during working with them I bought my own inserts, so that goes to show, you know, I really do stand by what I'm saying. Also hair in this bag. It's because I always travel with a hairbrush, believe it or not. I'm not actually bothered with one today or with any styling, it's just a wash and go moment. But yeah, so you can see how much space there is. The bag itself also has this like slip pocket here, and you can close it by just using the little popper. I tend not to bother, hence it being open, but you can just, as you can see there, popper it closed for extra security above and beyond the zip. So that's it. This I always wear on the shoulder, like so. It is quite big. They do this in the PM size, but yeah, the Artois is a big bag, but it fits loads in. I used this when I went to Paris with Bessie Lorna as basically a travel bag. You can easily fit a bottle of champagne and 2 Moet Imperial Ice acrylic long stem glasses in here, alongside other things like cosmetics. So there you go. It's a really good travel bag, and again felt secure, weatherproof, because we were due rain. So yeah, that is it. That is my 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 black bags from my collection. So let me know what you think. Do you have a favourite? I think they're all different in their own ways, but highly functional. Like I said, the ones I've used the most are probably the Chanel Wok, the Chanel Maxi, and I don't know. Yeah, I've used all of them a lot. The one I use the least is this and this. So, sorry, right way round there, show her back. So yeah, these two are probably my favourites from the collection, but my least used. Sometimes, you know, sometimes like with our love of handbags, sometimes what we love can't be scientific, can't be scored, can't be the most functional. Sometimes it's just what we think is most aesthetically pleasing to us and what is just the most beautiful. And honestly, the craftsmanship of this is just out of this world. It's stunning. And you know what, no quality issues with my Chanel flap at all. I know there's been a lot that I've noticed. I know there's been a lot of talk, and there often is, about Chanel quality issues, but I don't know if this was just, I bought this in 2017, I think. So yeah, so I don't know if that was when they were still making them good. Don't know. But yeah, a gorgeous looking bag, and I'm determined to use this a little bit more. I think, especially the price that they are now, I think I really need to get my, you know, my money's worth out of it. And it's a classic bag, you know, it's not going to clash, is it? It's black and gold. I'm going to start waffling. I just keep looking at them. Here's me going, I'm going to love the coloured bags that bit more, and I've got these out and I'm just like, I'm falling in love all over again. So I think that's a very good sign, and a good sign that, you know, when you do look back at your collection, if you're still happy and still loving them, I think that's really, really good and really healthy, and it means that, yeah, they're bags to keep on to keep hold of and not to sell on. I think if you're looking and you're not feeling that love, then it might be time to think about letting go. If you, as someone that doesn't like to have, you know, money sat in a cupboard. I, for one, love my bags to get used. I love them to do what I call fulfill their handbag destiny. I don't buy them for collection purposes. I buy them to use them as bags. So if I don't, for some whatever reason, then do that, then I do consider letting them go. Not easily. Sometimes it takes me 2 years to decide to do that. This lady DIOR being one example. Anyway, I'm going to stop waffling. I'm going to say goodbye, and do tune in for the next one, which will be either neutrals or colours. I haven't decided yet. Take care. Bye bye. Oof. Oh, that wasn't a good idea.